Hello guys, and welcome to the second and very exciting episode of the Romania campaign here in Victoria 2 Historical Project mod. So, in the previous episode we formed Romania and we decided to invade Austria-Hungary, with the help of Russia, that is. However, we can find our army now. But yeah, so right now it doesn't look too good because the Russians have all their forces in Siberia for no good reason. They're marching them home though, and hopefully they're going to be able to mobilize a decent bit of troops. So we really are just going to have to hope here that this will work out. We need to knock out their armies and hope. I think maybe what would be smart. Ooh, Greece wants an alliance. Yeah, join my war, Greece. Join it. I can't because I'm not the war leader. Well, that does sadly make sense. I think maybe I'm just going to keep my armies sort of in the same area as the Russians army. I am not speaking properly now. I'm going to try and keep my armies in the same general area of the Russian armies, and I'm going to see if I can support them if any battles start. I am getting invaded by Modena though, and Tuscany. What kind of tech do you guys have? 6 out of 30. Not that superior to me, but I think I would like a bit more of a numerical advantage. So maybe actually I will keep my armies closer to home. And then I'll see if... Ooh, this is spooky. The Dutch are roaming about. What's that all about? I don't know. Maybe I can catch some of these armies off guard while they are split up. Yeah, there we are. They split up indeed. I am a strategic genius! I'm not. We got an attack 3 general though, so let's go for that. We do have artillery, which is really good. I never got around to building that cavalry though, so that sucks. No, I do have 1 cavalry unit, so that's at least something. By Jingo! Let's go to war. Although you don't get to run away, although I guess he does. We could just attack this dipshit instead. Can we catch him? No. Can we catch this guy? Yes. And we are indeed winning that battle. What's going on over here? Looks like the Russians are defeating the Austro-Hungarians, so that's good. Looks like the primary threat in this war is going to be the fucking Netherlands of all things. So that's pretty funny. Let's retake our land in order to bolster the economy. That's quite a lot of fucking attrition actually. Oh, there we are. I guess, I don't know, should we try and help the Russians? Or should we focus on actually taking over the region itself to try and get some ticking war score? I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards trying to help the Russians actually. Even if that might sound a bit dumb. Oh, never mind though, here come these fucking Italians again. So we'll have to chase them out. Die, Italians. Stop invading fucking Romania for no good reason. Thank you. Although I guess the reason is that I technically invaded them, but, you know, let's not get into the details here. But yeah, the military forces are... yeah, they're in our favor, but they're not that much in our favor, and I do think we have quite a bad technology disadvantage, so... that is a big potential problem. And I know I did say I was going to help out the Russians, but now I am just going to siege. To trying to get that ticking war score. Also, maybe we can use the sieges to add more war goals. That would be epic if we could. So actually, that's a good idea. Let's do that. More war goals. Oh shit, got attacked by the Austrians here. Looks like we're actually gonna, despite it all, win. Yeah, look at that, we legitimately just wrecked an Austrian army. Very nice, let's get muzzle loader rifles. Should be useful. Jesus, oh, hello. Jacobins. Well, why did they have to riot over here? That's stupid. That means we will have to deal with them. And that is annoying. Where's the Russian armies? Have they all died? Fuck. Have they really? Can't see. It says we're winning in terms of battles, so there's that. Oh no, never mind. There's the Russian armies. I see them now. Okay, now I don't really know what to do. Guess we can just keep pushing into Austro-Hungarian territory here. Oh, fuck you. Are you really gonna attack into that army? That's not smart. Actually, that was smart. Huh. Well, I'll help you, just in case. And retake this territory while we're at it. Actually, no, it won't actually go to me, so let's go take this instead, I guess. Oh, that actually worked out. We just caught that army and shredded it. That was pretty... yeah, that was totally what I intended to do. That was planned as fuck. God, our economy though. Ooh, ditch that admin, ditch that education, boost those tariffs. See if we can get through this in one piece. I want war... Oh, I can add war goals! Yes! That was a weird way to say that. Very high-pitched. Let's go for Eastern Transylvania. What are you doing, Russia? Galicia, Lodomeria. Ooh, okay. That's fine, I guess. Actually, Banat might be more populous. And I think there are more... Well, no, there's not actually that many Romanians here. Well, this province is pretty Romanian. Let's see, 80... oh, Jesus Christ, though, look at that. That's... Oh, man, that's a lot of people. Nah, I think we need Banat. Especially since I want to start the assimilation of the region, so... Let's go for Banat. And then I guess we'll go kick out the Italians again. They never learn, do they? They will never... They will never again enter Romanian soil. Are you really attacking here, Russia? That's stupid. Oh, never mind, they're attacking over there. Oh, that's also very dumb, because these guys are coming in. Gonna see if I can support. Looks like we might be able to pull through here. This is what I'm saying about keeping your armies close to the AI, because the AI loves to do dumb shit like that. So... Guess that worked out. Yeah, I'm not gonna go on the attack there, I don't dare. Gonna siege this region instead. Also, are you not gonna do anything about this, Russia? This is getting pretty dumb. Can I get more war goals? No. No, I can't. Took that though, and we don't really have the numbers, do we, to take this successfully? Well, potentially we do, because of the morale and shit like that, but I just don't dare, really. Oh! There it is! The war's over! I was not able to add any more war goals, sadly. But we were able to successfully expand our realm. And that is good enough. So we will keep everything we've gained. I think we have course on all of this though, so I guess there was no real risk there, but yeah, look at that! Just blobbed into fucking Austria-Hungary. This campaign is starting great. This is epic. We even got ourselves some factories here. Open those factories. Fund them. Let's industrialize our land. That boost our literacy? Didn't really pay attention there. Yeah, we did get one one measly little industrial score there though. But now we finally have some more national focuses. We can get even more intellectuals. Glorious. Ooh, we're really close to 3 as well. If we can get some more pop growth, should be able to boost that up and get our hands on some more stuff. Well, we'll keep the tariffs up for now. Let's go 25%. I do need some cash here because we need to fund education. And preferably... Jesus Christ, why is administration so expensive? That is crazy. Aye. Okay, well, chill it a bit then, I guess. Okay, we still don't have a coastline though, so we still can't actually... we still can't actually blob into any colonial areas, which is kind of sad. But whatever. Anyways though, the Crimean War has finally broken out. This was sort of when I expected we would gain independence, but well, this is alternative history, I guess. That didn't happen, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting war to see the outcome of, because it might result in us gaining a coastline, which is obviously something I would appreciate quite a bit. We're not actually involved in the war though, so that's a thing. What is the war exactly? Wow, really? It's just Russia against the Ottomans? I thought the Westerners were supposed to get involved in this. Maybe what's happening here is that the obvious protector of the Ottomans is the French, because they are in the French sphere after all. But the French are allied to Russia, so maybe they don't want to go to war because of that. I don't know. Let's boost relations though with the French. I want to be bros with the French. I don't know why the French hate us. That's silly. So, let us hope that this war goes in our favor. Oh geez, that's quite a bit of rebellion you have there, Russia. I mean, surely you can beat up the Ottomans. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys, right? Fuck, I would like to invade the Ottomans, but I dare not do that when the French will get involved, because I'm pretty sure they will. So yeah, our army is back up to strength though. That's nice. Get a decent balance now. If only I could replace my shit cavalry with actually good cavalry, but that will have to be a priority for a later date. Rallies and shit? No. Ooh, 1% though. That's a lot of people in the United States. But I just don't want them to be liberal, that's the thing. Do we ban slavery now? I think we might even want to do that. Because now that I think about it, I don't think slaves have that good literacy. Nah, they don't get that... they don't have good literacy. So if we want the gypsies to work in our factories, we need to liberate them. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, like, I don't know, it's always a question of whether or not it benefits you to have slavery in colonies, because slavery in colonies is generally only positive as far as I understand it. Talked about this a million times before. So if you play as, say, Colombia, which has a very small amount of slaves compared to the total population, it might be worth to keep it around, just so that you can have slavery in Africa. But when the slave pops are as high as they are in our nation, I guess they're not that big. And they are working in these coal factories, that's the thing. That does give such a nice boost to output. It's always such a hard decision, this. Pop promotion chance. Nah, fuck it, let's ban it. Let's be nice for once. My campaigns always boil down to just awful stuff, so let's be nice. Let's be nice. Okay, so the Crimean War has ended. Nothing has happened yet, though. I'm honestly not entirely sure who won, but now Serbia is fighting against... Ah, okay, so it's these stupid Serbs that decided to invade the Ottomans. Although, actually, the Ottomans are no longer in the sphere of France. Well, regardless of what happens, I'm not going to join Serbia because, well, I don't want to. I want to have control over the war if I go to war against the Ottomans. Don't know if I can straight up beat the Ottomans though, because they can mobilize a lot more dipshits than I can. Montenegro, sure thing, fam. So we're gonna get the Crimean War event? No? Really? Fuck, that sucks actually. Because now... yeah, I can't call the Russians in. So yeah, I don't really know what to do here. I thought there would be an event that gave me a coastline, but no, that is not the case. Sadly. Could just risk it. They have mobilized again, and really, like, if 4 brigades is all they have, then we might be able to win this, even with our shit amount of brigades. I did just delete all my cavalry though, so that was a bit of a mistake, I guess. Because I wanted to replace them with hussars, but I guess this was bad timing. Fuck. I don't know if he's gonna spawn more brigades. Yeah, he's raising up more brigades as we speak here. I don't know though. The fact that Serbia is at war with him is a big thing. Is there anyone I can ally to help me in this war? Can't beat great power. Come on, Sicilies. Let's fight the Ottomans. No. Oh, Sicilies is great power. Okay. Interesting. France is obviously not going to help me. Spain is allied to Germany, so that won't happen. I guess we'll just have to try. I really want this land, so I think we're going to attempt an invasion of the Ottoman Empire. Because we didn't get any coastline from the Crimean War. And we need a coastline. So call in Montenegro, because why the fuck not? Greece is stupid. Although I won't do it here though, because I think they'll cancel the alliance with Russia, and that won't do. Let's invade. Fund the army. Mobilize the nation. And help Serbia. Because even if we are not in the same war, I want to actually try and prevent them from just dying outright. Right, Montenegro, join the fun. Also Greece, this is honestly a very good opportunity for you, so I don't know why you're not taking it here. Gonna have to wait for some organization here, I think. How many brigades do you have now? 8 brigades. That's still a lot less than we do. It's comparable to our professional brigades, but compared to the mobilized forces we can add to that, it's not that much. Maybe we should start just occupying land off them. I don't know. Come on, all you mobilized fuckers, get in here. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna try and just attack Vidin. Or actually, no. Let's see if we could. Let's go for that ticking war score. Yeah. Serbia's army is still around. So, actually, no. Let's go for Vidin. I want to stay close to the Serbian forces. I want to see what's going on here, so that I can potentially join any battles that I should join. Occupation is rather slow because we have very limited, if non-existent, cavalry. Can a cavalry fucking build? Okay, it's already built. Okay, so he's going to Nice, and he's just gonna sit there. Okay. Well, I don't know then. Nah, okay, never mind then. Let's go take over this land over here. And get that ticking war score rolling. So we'll, I don't know, split up decently. Try and siege everything at once. And then we'll see how this goes. Also, I guess we'll temporarily want to reduce expenses a bit. Because we really need to keep a stable economy here. Because the Serbians are just roaming about. Yeah, you stay away from their army. Let me siege their lands. Okay, so the Ottomans are actually now willing to surrender. But I think we're going to use this war to try and gain some more coastline. I think we're going to start conquering Bulgaria. Which is totally justified, because let's face it, there's 5% Romanians in one entire Bulgarian province, so obviously that justifies the conquests of northern Bulgaria. No? You disagree with me? Well, sadly, it is totally happening, so we are doing this. Taking Bulgaria. Is the province really just called Bulgaria? I guess it is, yeah. Well, conquest of Bulgaria, here we go. Also, Montenegro and Serbia has been pieced out of the war, so they are no longer in it. There we are. Acquire Bulgaria. Holy shit, if we can do this. Holy shit indeed. I think we're gonna try and go for an attack here. So we're gonna boost the upkeep again. And we're gonna start marching over to this army here. Gonna put you there. And this army will go here, I think. And then we'll launch a massive attack. Their organization is not too good, so make sure we have the best generals. 3 attack, I assume that's the best we have. Attack 3. Attack 2. Attack is really all that matters here. Defense 2. Also, kind of wish you could cancel the creation of admirals, because that's not really useful here right now. Defense 3. This guy's pretty good though. But I guess he's not superior now. I think, yeah, no, I don't think we have any better. So, this is what we'll do. You better not run away. He ran away. God damn it. Okay then. Yeah, you can go there, but you will take this route instead. Actually, you're gonna go up here, aren't you? Yeah, you are. That works out for me though, actually, because that means he's not gonna have any high ground to fight me in. Oh Jesus, we are not winning. Well, we are winning because of our superior numbers, but that was purely because of the numbers. Fuck, how do you... let's see, what was I want? Yeah, I want to check your tech. Yeah, you only have 6 out of... I mean, I guess maybe what's happening here is that I haven't unlocked muzzle-loaded rifles yet. But I assume he has, because that was quite the nasty stuff going on there. So let's charge in here and knock out his army. Hopefully we can stack wipe the thing. That'll make things easier. Losing quite a lot of dudes though, so let's split up this time around. Just to try and avoid any unnecessary attrition. There we are. That was a stack wipe. Let's go take Constantinople itself now. And let's take southern Bulgaria as well. Right, Constantinople, or Istanbul as the filthy Turks call it, have fallen. And I think that gives us an excuse to acquire even more Bulgarian territories. So yeah, we're blobbing, it's happening. The previous campaign was rather conservative in terms of how much we expanded, so I think I deserve to blob a little bit right now, you know what I mean? Oh man, let's totally blob. So what is this province called? It's called Romania. I think that's the only one we can really take without making the borders absolutely horrendous, so I think that's what we're gonna go for. So yeah, no Bulgaria today. That just won't happen. Sorry Bulgarians, but it is the way it is. Eastern Romania, there it is. Let's take it. Eastern Romania. What is Western Romania, by the way? Where is it? Where is that? So we get 11 infamy, but we haven't really spent any infamy so far in this campaign, other than that other Bulgarian acquisition, so that's fine. Here we are. So now we'll probably have to sit about and siege a bit more, but that's okay. We can do that. We have time. The Ottomans are alone in this war. Yeah, no, they would not accept quite yet, but they have no army anymore, so I don't really know what they think they're doing. Guess maybe they're just salty about it and they want to make me suffer a bit. So let's reduce funding a bit, actually, and let's bump up education and admin just a bit, just so that we can actually boost the power of our nation in other ways than just war, during the war, that is. There it is! We can now officially end the war, so we're going to acquire Dobruja, we're going to acquire Bulgaria, we're going to acquire Eastern Romania, and Greater Romania is taking shape. Oh man, so glorious. Let's do that. We will keep everything we have gained, obviously. There it is! Ah, it's so ugly! No, we'll have to work on this. We definitely have to work on this. So the Germans are waging war against the French. I did say I want a strong Germany, though. I do maybe want to switch my alliance around at some point and ally Germany instead of Russia, because the Russians do have my core territories, so I want to have them. Also, Spain is invading Spain is invading Russia, which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, maybe we'll get some assimilation. There's actually some Greeks over here. They should assimilate pretty quickly. Yeah, and Greeks over here as well. Maybe we'll get some Romanian populations down here. That would be nice. I don't see a good reason why they shouldn't assimilate. Hey, we're no longer a landlocked nation. Very nice. Because the Greeks are Orthodox, so they have the same religion. So let's see. Well, I'm not going to even pretend I understand this. Well, regardless, though, I'm pretty sure they will assimilate at some point. We will. Ooh, what's this? Bulgarian independence. With the recent unrest in Bulgarian lands, the local Bulgarian government has demanded greater autonomy from Romanian rule. Failure to provide it will only lead to further ethnic unrest. This is unnecessary. Greater autonomy. So what's the difference here? This is unnecessary. Oh, fuck it. All pops in Romania. Never. Yeah, fuck you. You're not gonna get independent. You're gonna become fucking Romanians. That's what we're gonna be. Form local government. What is this? The old division of Wallachia and Moldavia are now all but obsolete. Romania is united, and the princely titles exist no more. It is time to abolish these obsolete divisions once and for all. So Wallachia lose course, Moldavia lose course, and Bessarabia lose course. Okay, we don't own Bessarabia though, so I don't know what that's all about. And they have already lost those course, so I don't know what that's all. I don't really know why we have this, so whatever. Ooh, sorry about that. But let's click the button anyways, because why not? Ooh, what's this? Convention concerning the exchange of Romanian and Turkish populations. Ooh. I want that. Yeah, if I can kick out all the Turks. Well... yeah, it's not super useful actually. I don't really see what I would gain from kicking out the Turks. The Turks will never assimilate, but you know, what better will it do to have them be in the Ottoman Empire? Anyways, though, we have national focus. That's neat. Let's encourage intellectuals. Let's go back to Wallachia itself, I think. And then we'll boost that. Literacy is still shit, but at least now we can readjust the economy. So we'll do that. We need to fund education, of course. Really don't think that many tariffs are healthy, though. So let's go back to 25%. Oh, I can't afford that, though, sadly. Yeah, I'm not paying for anything else. Right, let's get some hussars and an engineer, I think. Hey, Germany formed. Okay, so they did successfully win the Franco-Prussian War. So now we'll need to boost relations with them and begin considering whether or not we want to ditch the alliance with Russia. Not entirely sure though. I might want to see if I can get the Russians to help me against the Danubian Confederation, really. They became a republic, okay. Yeah, I might want to see if I want help from the Russians against the Austrians one more time. Greece will... yeah, the Russian Empire still has a core. Or a truce, I mean. So no more wars against these guys for now. So now we're going to go back to just doing nothing really, because we just need to wait for... we need to wait for our infamy to tick down so that we can potentially do some other stuff, like colonize Africa and stuff like that. We need to acquire colonies to get resources and stuff to boost our industry. Should we just let... well, there's actually some decent industry in Banat, so we'll open this up and fund that just so they don't get salty. Western Transylvania as well has some industry, so we'll let that be. Incident in Bulgaria, really? Are we gonna do this? Crises aren't even unlocked yet though, so I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Could just click this button actually. Although, well, actually that'll make us lose prestige. Let's not do that. Suppress this. And if any liberation movements start popping up, we'll make sure to suppress it properly. For now though, I think I'm just gonna save my repression, my... what is it even called? Suppression points. So that I can use them when it is more useful. Because crises don't unlock yet, and but when they do, you need to have enough suppression points so that you can suppress any liberation movements, because they do cause flashpoint tension stuff to grow. So it is a priority to make sure you don't have those movements. Also, intellectuals in Moldavia has pretty much gone high enough. Well, it's not high enough. I think 4% is like... well, it's 2% if you are a nation with good literacy, as like Sweden, for example. But if you're a shit nation with crap literacy, you need to do 4% so that you can become a glorious nation and fucking spread our borders all over the place. Fuck, maybe we should try and conquer Istanbul. That would be hilarious. If fucking Romania can conquer Second Rome. Man, I wonder if they have a decision to rename it. I know the Greeks do, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was not in the game. Hell, I don't think it's really expected to... I don't think the Romanians are supposed to go conquer fucking Bulgaria, so we're very much unhistoric here. But fucking hell, this has been a great fucking start to this campaign. This went way better than I thought it would. Even if I didn't get this promise from the Russians, which is the promise you get if the Crimean War goes differently. The way everything went did indeed allow us to blob into the Ottomans quite nicely here. Speaking of coastlines and shit, let's actually build boats. So that when the time does come where we can start invading the uncivilized nations of the world, then we'll actually have a navy to ship dudes over there. And that'll be nice. Yeah, gaining colonies would be really advantageous right now because our economy is so bad that gaining some of those lucrative resources would definitely boost everything.